Well, then, good morning, everyone. This is the January 7th, 2021 meeting of the Lower Downtown Design Review Commission. And I'll officially call the meeting to order at 8:35 is what I have on my computer. And as usual, before we get into the meat of the agenda, I'll just quickly review options for public comment. If you're joining by a computer, tablet, or smartphone, you should select the hand raise option in Zoom. If you're calling in by phone, you need to email landmark@denvergov.org with your name, phone number, and on which project you'd like to speak. And again, and also there is an ability to attend in person. And is it still room 4I5 that accommodate in the Webb Municipal Building that will accommodate in-person testimony if needed? Unless there are any questions on that, we'll start by going through and asking each commissioner to provide their name and their position that they serve on the commission. And we'll go in alphabetical order, so I'll call each person by name, although I'll start with myself. I'm Jane Chrysler. I'm the chair and the preservation architect for the commission. So Tom?
I'm Tom Sella, general contractor.
And Mike?
Mike Coughlin, I'm in the developer position on the commission.
Andy?
Andy Duncan-Imke, preservation architect.
Fred?
Fred Glick at large.
And do we have Heather or no?
She has not joined yet, no.
Okay. All right. So our first item of business is to review the meeting record from our December 3rd, 2020 meeting. Are there any comments or concerns about the meeting record for December 3rd? Okay, not hearing any. Would someone like to make a motion to approve the meeting record?
Sure, I will move to approve the meeting record for the meeting of December 3rd, 2020.
Thank you, Fred. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Andy. So we'll do a roll call to approve the meeting record. I'll start again with myself, Jane Chrysler, aye. Tom?
Tom Sella, aye.
Mike?
Mike Coughlin abstained since I was not present.
Andy?
Aye.
Fred?
Aye.
Okay, so since we have an abstention,
It doesn't pass.
right?
So we can put this on the
Next agenda.
next agenda. Adam, is that correct? Hi, Adam.
Hold on that. Let me look at the ordinance. It might require a certain number to approve design reviews, but maybe just a simple majority for other items. Hold on one second.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I think my abstention's appropriate since I wasn't there, but I can be corrected by Adam or someone else if there's a disagreement.
Well, it's a meeting record, so if we need to push it to the February meeting, we push it to the February meeting. It's not like an
It's not
applicant is waiting for,
It passes. Ordinance says a concurring vote of a majority of the members present shall be required to pass general business matters.
fantastic. Thank you, Adam.
Great. Yeah, thanks. So the motion passes with 4 ayes and 1 abstention. So we can move on to the consent agenda. And we've got 2 items on the consent agenda today. And do I need to call these by name, Jen?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay, so our consent agenda items are 1821 Blake Street, Dairy Block, and 1860 Blake Street.
Can I ask you a quick question? Agenda has a public comment between meeting records approval and consent agenda. Do we need to call that?
Oh, that is a typo. I'm sorry. We have not, that's LPC has a public comment. This is,
Okay.
yeah, I'll fix that on the next one. Thank you for catching that. I didn't notice.
Sorry.
No, good, because I was thinking it meant just explaining the public comment process. So, okay. So with the consent agenda and 1821 Blake Street and 1860 Blake Street, does anyone have any questions or comments regarding these two items, or particularly about whether they should remain on the consent agenda or be pulled from the consent agenda?
I just have a quick clarification question on 1860 Blake Street. They are replacing exterior light fixtures. Is the intent that the new light fixtures are going to go in the same location as the existing?
Yes, that's correct. They're not any new ones. They're just replacing the existing ones.
That's what I thought, but I knew if I didn't ask the question, I'd go down there and see them all over the place. So thank you.
Any other questions about either of these two items? Okay. Would someone, or can someone please make a motion regarding the consent agenda?
I can do it.
Thanks, Amy.
Move to approve the consent agenda for Thursday, January 7th, 2021 with 2020-COA-432, 1821 Blake Street, Dairy Block, and project 2020-COA-447, 1860 Blake Street.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. I think that was Fred. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Okay, let's do another roll call. Jane Chrysler, aye. Tom Sella,
Aye.
Mike Conklin,
Aye.
Andy Ducky, Empty Ducky.
It's January.
I know,
Aye.
sorry, Andy. Fred?
Aye.
Okay, so consent agenda passes unanimously. If there are any folks, any members of the public who are on the call, you're welcome to be dismissed. Okay, so since we do not have any design review agenda items, we can move to business items. And we've got one business item to discuss, and that is the proposed update to the LDDRC bylaws. And so I believe we have a staff presentation about that, Jen.
Yeah, basically it's just this slide. Yeah, so the bylaws are being proposed to be amended because we amended them in May when you all started having partially virtual, partially in-person meetings. And so now we're amending them to be more in keeping with the process that you all are doing now, which is entirely virtual meetings due to extenuating circumstances, and also clarifying what happens if someone's internet drops or they have a problem with voting. What do we do there? These are consistent with what LPC has adopted and with what Planning Board has adopted.
Great. So are there any staff questions from commissioners regarding the proposed update? Okay.
Does this need a motion?
Well, I think I also have to ask for public, if there's any public comment.
There is no one left in the meeting. The two people who were attending were for the consent agenda.
Great. Then, Yes, Mike, please, by all means.
All right, then I move to approve the proposed update to the bylaws.
Can we get a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Fred. And once again, we'll do a quick roll call. Jane Chrysler is aye. Tom,
I,
Mike,
I,
Andy,
Aye.
and Fred.
Aye.
Great. So a motion passes unanimously. And I believe that is the end of our agenda.
Fastest meeting ever.
8:44. This is the greatest commission in the history of the city of Denver.
With the best staff support.
Amen.
Yes, it's all around a first-class group.
first class.
Okay.
All right. If you'd like to close the meeting whenever, I will stop the recording.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Great. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.